Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to the channel today. Thank you very much for joining me. I just want to say thank you for all the watches and all the likes and everything else. And yes, so today is the big why. I look like I'm the only one that's got the channel for the EX30 so far, focused on the EX30, and it's a very important video today actually. And it was extremely difficult because once you start comparing brands with brands, it can get quite hectic. I'm just off the back here. I'm happy with what everybody else is doing out there. I think that everybody has got their positive and negatives, so you know what I mean. So yes, that's a hectic one. But anyway, I really would like to get this channel a little bit up there. I've got a goal, and I know that it's hectic, and you can say, Rufus, but how impossible? But I'm telling you now that people out there is definitely doing it. So you can look at big channels there, and they manage to get it done. So I need subscribers, I need likes, I need views, I need to get monetized and so forth. I would like to give a EX30 away. That's how positive I am about this channel. I would love to do it, and how can I say, there will be other merchandise and everything else that I'm planning on, but this channel is I don't want to be all over the place. I just want to be focusing and telling my whole story. How you will always know if you come back to this channel, you have a chance to get yourself into EX30, that type of thing. But, I'm very small still, so we can't even go there. But anyway, talk to family, friends. It will take you a couple of seconds to like and subscribe. As long as you've got a Gmail or email account, you should be fine. But anyway, let's get on with the video. I will do as compact and as short as I can. And that is the brands that I'm looking to compare. So let's start off with the Tesla. It was a difficult one because, as you know, with self-driving, it put Tesla into the next space where Volvo is obviously getting to. If you look at my channel, you will see there's one video I'm talking about from aftermarket perspective. So I know Volvo is lacking there, and but there's other pluses that do put Volvo in a different category. And the fact is, if you look at the actual the car, a lot of people is now saying that the Tesla is keeping with the old shape, so that SUV type of thing is like it really puts it out there. And I must say, I do think from autopilot, if we're not talking about self-driving, I do think in a lot of senses, the research I've done, it looks like the autopilot will definitely be better. So that's a win and lose there. In some places, you know what I'm talking about, especially from the United States. All our United States people will know what I'm talking about. So it's a difficult one because you lose and you win. That's the biggest thing with the brand. But car for the masses type of thing, it's not yet there. But I do think that they're getting there. So that's my opinion from the EX30 to Tesla with the Model 3. And I do think that it's definitely going to be much more expensive. So that's also the thing. We don't know how long we will be waiting, and there's plenty of factors that comes in there that I don't think it will work in the long run for South Africa yet. And okay, so that's the one. The next one we will be going over to is the BMW. So the BMW compact SUV, the model there that you can see there, it's the cheapest or the most affordable electric vehicle. So look, all technology, big car, it's not really to me, I don't think that falls in a very old category of BMW. I think if you're a BMW fan, then obviously that's something that's still very good. I just want to say all of the brands are winners to me, because in fact I think anyone that works on electric vehicles is is out there. So okay, so that's BMW. And then with BMW, yeah, they definitely, the technology is the EX30, it's definitely got a lot more capabilities there than that specific model. So once again, I do think the EX30 is a winner there. And then if we go over to Aura, so Aura and BYD was the two models that I was focusing on. Because what happened was I was looking at the vehicles, and literally a month later, all of this came about. I don't know. It was quite hectic, because there was still discussions of the EX30 coming to the market, and then all of a sudden, that it happened like that. So I do think that I was very close. I was very close with the BYD, but. With the Aura, you got very much the older spec type of body spec. One winner, one point that I will point out there is I do think that if it comes to activating things with your voice, Aura wins there. We will need to see that with the EX30. That platform is awesome platform if it comes to accents, and it's just much easier to speak to. So hopefully when it's getting finally updated, it will have the same, because it is built on a Zeekr, and it is built with Kelly, so it's definitely a much better vehicle in a sense of quality. So I do think, and if we speak about just across the board, I mean, I do think that Volvo, as you can understand, that Volvo has been around much longer, so you get a lot more trust in there. You know, that's how people will feel. But once again, it's a very tight one. It's a difficult race. So and then front wheel drive is a no-go, obviously. Back wheel drive is definitely a must, so for sure. Let's go over to BYD. So BYD, the battery there, awesome. I think it's awesome. I must say, I've done my research, and if we look at it from Tesla's point of view, there's a lot of research you can go and look online, and people are getting degradation of plenty, like hundreds and thousands of miles on those cars. We're talking about 4 or 5% degradation. So I really think that all depends about the electrolyte, depends on what the cells has been done, and it depends on all of those things. So yes, I mean that's also one that you must also consider. But don't get me wrong, I do think that the EX30 has got its flaws. I do think there's a lot of upgrading that still needs to be done, but overall I do think it's a very nice model to even aftermarket wise get things sorted out if need be. But the package, I do think it's an awesome package. So yes, I decided, well, I'm not going to go into all of the brands. I'll rather stay with one brand, because it's the brand that I will be getting. It's a brand that we can walk the journey together with, and experiences, and I've got plenty of ideas that I would like to do with the channel as well as with the car. So yes, I mean that is it. I think I've covered everything. It's a tight race, and the EX30 is obviously a tough one to compare to all of the other cars, but I do think in certain circumstances the EX30 is in many ways do win, and it's the winner coming out as the winner. But please, people, subscribe, like, and share with friends and family. And the more you guys like and share, the more we can get this channel going. I can start giving my prices away, and we can have a little bit of fun, and and get out there. But once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.